All right, my friends, we'll start standing. So we only have half an hour to get lots of work in. Up to the tops of your mat, somewhere around the tops. If you have weights, they're most likely at the tops of your weights. If you need weights, there's some lighter ones up there. All right, so those are up towards the top. We'll make our way into our mountain pose and start with our warm-up right away. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, coming back to that mountain pose. So just flowing through your mountain pose. In, up. Exhale down. Warming up our shoulders. We want to check in if we have any injuries, making sure to take care of them. Closing our eyes to check in where you are. Just notice your body in space. One more flowing airplane, and we'll turn, mountain. Now we'll turn into a flowing airplane. Yes, hinge at the hips. A little bend in our knees. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. Checking in with our core. And each time we come into airplane, our hands reach back, our head is reaching forward. Flattening out our backs. Keeping our core engaged, but still breathing. You should hear me very well. There you go. Last one, turn this right into a chair pose. Exhale into chair, maybe those arms go forward. We come up, and then sit back and reach forward. If our shoulders are getting already really warm, you can always bring your hands to your heart. Last one. Let's hold it down in chair. Just to go over some of our arm movements. These are cactus arms. We'll bring our elbows together. I don't have it open up. Press up. Stay in chair, come back down. Just some of those movements we're going to add weights to. Stay in chair, lift hands together. Now we'll bring them here. Warm up our shoulders this way. So you want those elbows to be somewhere around your shoulder height, but not above them. So you don't want them to be up here because that'll hurt your shoulders. Forward fold. Let your head be heavy. Let it hang here for a few minutes. Nodding our head yes to listening to your body. Or shaking your head no to any competition. All right, let's bend our knees and step our left foot back. We'll come into a high lunge. Breathe in. Amazing. We'll hinge forward. Maybe grab a weight or two. Your right elbow will be on your right knee. And you want to bring this shoulder up. Bring our elbow up towards our hip. And some tricep extensions. So we're right here. One or two weights, whatever works. Our core is strong. Just warming up our triceps while we work our glutes. So you should feel that in your glutes. Now transfer either one or both weights to your front hand. And some bicep curls. Just about 8 or 10, just to warm up. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. And put them down. Let's switch feet. Left foot comes forward. We'll start with our tricep extensions. We've got our hand here, our elbow, our front hip facing the mat, elbows high, and then we start our extensions with our tricep. So thinking of everything being still, except for your elbow. So no movement in our shoulder. It's all in the elbow. You can even go up and then touch your hip with your weight. And then up. So don't go further than your hip. 4, 3, 2. Take those weights onto the other hand and do about 10 bicep curls while I find out what's wrong with our music. When you've done 10, Then we'll be stepping back to downward facing dog or child's pose and pedaling your feet. I know I made you count on your own. So you're in your downward dog, pedaling your feet. Go. Put the music back. Now we'll wake up our core by doing some Spider-Mans, coming into plank. Bringing right knee to right elbow. And then right knee over to left elbow. Down towards your left wrist. Then back up to your left elbow, right elbow, plank. Do that the other way. Left knee, left elbow. Left knee, right elbow. Down to the wrist. Draw it up to the elbow. Back over. One more on the other side. Elbow, both elbows, then the wrist. One more. All right, right down to your bellies. Shoulders are nice and warm. Let's bring ourselves into some cup hands. And we'll press up really gently on the back. Exhale down. Our elbows are like they're hugging a beach ball back behind us. 4, 3, 2. Hold this one up. If you'd like to lift up your feet, you can, and reach back. So try to release some of the tension in your glutes. You want an internal rotation on the legs. Knees down, hands down. Downward facing dog. Exhale. All right, into our plank. Have your weights, one or both, on the left side of your mat. I'll probably go with just one. Your right hand is going to reach across and grab the weight. Or we're in a kneeling plank. Kneeling plank option. Draw it back into a side plank. And then put it back. We'll do about 4 on this side. So you're rolling through, you're reaching through, tap. Up. 4. Oh. That's good. All right, weight goes on the other side. Now we'll start with the other side. Do some side plank flows with weight. Kneeling plank or all fours as a modification. Our torso is moving. Last one. Downward dog, weight to the top of our mats. Shoulders are nice and warm. We'll be practicing our 3 jumps. We're trying to hover in the air. 3, 2, 1. Or walk it on up, halfway lift, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. All the way up, breathe in. Exhale to mountain. All right. Now it's time for sun salutations. Now that we're already nice and warm. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, crank that up. So we can keep our weights up at the top because we'll use those here in a little bit. Right up to the top. Big breath. So this is a fast moving sun salutation. Up we go. Dive, forward fold. Halfway up. Hop, step, or jump. Back to plank or chaturanga. You can hold your plank or flow. Chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And then we meet in downward dog and take a breath. Right foot up between the hands. 1 lunge. Breathe in. Right back to plank or chaturanga. Hold your plank or flow through that vinyasa. And we meet again in down dog. Take a breath. Left foot up between the hands. 1 lunge. Back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Downward dog. Taking a breath. And we are walking or jumping up between the hands. Halfway up. Hold. Let's go into chair, breathe in. Exhale up into mountain. Just one more, so we have lots of time. Rise up and dive, fold. Halfway up, breathe in. Up, step or jump, back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Downward dog. Take a breath. Right foot up between the hands. One lunge, breathe in. Right back to your plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Strong core. Not all the work's in the upper, it's also in our core. Down dog. Take a breath. Left foot between the hands. Big, beautiful lunge. Maybe you close your eyes. Back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Or enjoy that lovely plank. Downward dog. Hop, step, or jump up between the hands. Oh, almost got there this time. Hold. Chair pose, breathe in. Mountain, up we go. All right, grab your weights. Bend your knees. Let's take our right foot up to the top of our mat. And our left foot back. Heel goes down. We're opening up into warrior two. So you're facing the long edge of your mat, and we'll bring our arms up. Let our shoulders relax from our ears and reach those weights in opposite directions. Breathe. Turn our palms up. And then be mindful that we're not squeezing our weights really tightly. Some wide bicep curls, so we'll just touch these weights to our shoulders and then back out again. 8 of those. Keeping mindful and noticing our core. You can sink into your legs a little more if you'd like more layers. 2 more. Hold them back out. And then turn the palms towards the mat. And bring our hands in front of us, palms face the floor. So check in with our knee, our right knee towards our right foot. Wonderful. Love the shoulders, right? All right, let's lift it up and down, not going below our shoulder height. Up and down. At least 8. Probably around 6. Shoulders are starting to feel great. Hold it up, cactus arms. All right. I know I want to take a break too. I really, really do. Elbows towards each other. Give them a little kiss and open. 4, 3, 2. Take a break. Take your back foot in a little. Straighten out our right leg. And we're moving into triangle just to give our arms a little bit of a break. We come down into triangle. So one thing you can do here is to transfer both weights to your top hand. And then you start to use your oblique, so the left side of your body, to try to press these weights up. We want to always be able to see our weights. If you look up, you can see your weights and not back behind your body anywhere. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step into chair pose. Actually, wide squat for our bicep curls. Yeah. Why not?
Hey, my feet can touch the floor.
Hey, I remember when your feet touch the floor. Yeah. All right, our elbows are in. We'll do some bicep curls. Probably want more weight when you get into a bicep curl. What can you do? All right, we'll bring it up and bring our weights forward. Think about your core. Everything's strong. And lift up. Come back down. So this is like a kettlebell thing. Let's turn our toes a little bit more towards the front edge of our mat. And your hips are doing the work. Your arms are just holding the weight. So you're thrusting forward. 4, 3, core is strong. 2, 1. Hold it up. All right, other side. Left foot forward. Take your right foot back into your warrior two. So your left knee is bending. You're towards the wall now. And we'll switch it up a little bit. We'll do the front of our shoulders with some front raises. Here you go. Up and down. Yeah, I wish I had bigger weights for these ones too. Oh, you can. Well, just kidding. Sorry, again, can't quite see. Front raises. Hold it up. Open it up. Now we're going to do, it's called pack deck. I know it sounds fun. I can remember how to do it. Okay, go down, up, in, out, now press up. Back to cactus arms. Down, up, together, open, press up. Down, so we do that rotation. And the elbows come together. And we press up. We can always see those weights. Oops, missed a couple. We'll do one more. Rotation, a little kiss of your elbows, and then the reach up. Straightening out our left leg. Putting our weights into our top right hand, into our triangle. So if it doesn't feel good in the top hand, put them both in the bottom hand. You'll still have to use your obliques to pull it up. So we'll start that little pulse up and down in your triangle. It's like you're trying to push that top weight straight up into the ceiling. Amazing job. All right, you look at your front foot, your left foot. Lift the back heel with your weights forward. And then we'll step back to plank pose. Either a full plank or a kneeling plank. Or some more work, right? All right, we'll take that left hand, have our weights in the left hand. I mean, you're right, I'm sorry. Right hand, either a full or kneeling plank. Transfer the weights over to the other side of your mat. Now put your hand back to plank. Grab them with the other hand, transfer them over. Now we're going to transfer them side to side, either in a full plank, a kneeling plank, or take a little off with all fours. Try to put them as far away from you as you can, so you have to really reach for them. And then you'll bring them back up to the top of your mat. Great job. Downward dog. Look up between the hands. Walk, step, or jump up between them. Grab them and come into chair pose. More bicep curls and quad work. All right, come down. Maybe the elbows come down, maybe they don't. Up and down. So let's not go below our knees. We'll do the top part of our bicep. So halfway and down. I'm trying to take your mind off what's happening in your quads with your arm. These weights are not heavy enough to do it. 4, 3, 2. Step the left foot back. Time for some rolls. Draw the shoulder blades together at the back. And we will bring our elbows up and down. So like, think of the inner arms pointing towards your rib cage. And think of drawing the shoulder blades together at the back. Like trying to squeeze a donut back there. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Look at our front toe, nice long neck, and extensions for our triceps. I want our hands to go up, and then the weights touch our hips. They don't go further than that. Up and down, so it's a real small movement. 4, 3, 2, step to chair or step to mountain. Good Good job. Are you breathing? All right, now we're going to just serve it forward and serve it back. Serve it forward and back. A tray of cookies. I must be hungry right now. 4, 3. You're gonna get a rest for that right leg in a second, I promise. Now step it back. Look down. Now we have some wide rolls. So I want to give you some options. If you're healing your back, you don't want to have big wide arms. You want to bend and reach with the elbows up. The weights are just hanging out your hands. If you don't want to squeeze your weights too hard, hold them like that with your thumb in front. So it can be a wide roll, or it can be a roll with our elbows. Sink into the legs, yeah. 4, 3, our core is locked on. 2, step to chair. Good job. And come on. I gotta take a little break for those legs. We're gonna go right down to boat. Take your time. All right, so we did this flow. I've been doing it for 2 weeks, and I'm loving it. So you find your boat pose, wherever you want your boat. With weights in your hands or no weights. So we lift up tall, and then lean back. The front tips of our hips come together. We're nice and long, arms up. Or hands apart. So choose between those 2 things there, okay? Feet up or down. Got a thin stretch on our weights. We'll bring them forward. Open. Remember this? It's all coming back now. Up. Try to stay as still as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Shaking is good, but make sure you're breathing. If the breath is gone, then we're not really doing much good for ourselves. We're almost there. 2 more of those rounds. Last one. Bring those weights to heart. Maybe take a break for your feet or your hip flexors. Elbows wide. Twist over to one side. And then the other. If you want to lift your feet, you can. That twist is above our belly button. Amazing. We're going to make it a little funner. I'm going to drop the weights off and go over, come back, pick them up, maybe put them like that, high. We'll just do that one time. Okay, give your hip flexors a break. We've got 1 more round for the floor. Got a little bend forward. Wonderful. Come on back up. Another boat. We're almost through this part. We go up, down, twist, forward, up, down, twist. Breathe, Denise. Breathe. You're almost there. I know your hip flexors are feeling the love. Last one. Put the weight on your hips if you want to. Slide the feet in and lift up. So now we've got a weighted bridge, or you can be down on your shoulders if your wrists don't love this. So you can stay here or walk out, out, in, and then the other foot goes out. So hard. Lift. I am shaking like a leaf. Last one, bring it down. If you can do a couple more, go ahead. That was only 4 rounds of that. Roll back on your backs. Grab a drink if you want. Draw your knees into chest. Take a well-deserved rock side to side with those knees hugged in, releasing some of the tension in our hip flexors. So for this next one, you can have weights or you don't have to have weights. We're doing a big long extension. So both feet go up, both arms go up. And if you want to have weights in your hands, you can, but please do not drop them on your face. And then we open up and bring it back in. We're keeping that low back on the mat. If you feel it lift, that's not a good thing. You want to keep that low back pressed down. All right, let's hold our feet up and our hands up. Take the palms so they face each other now. There's some space between them. And try to bring your weights now by your ears. But keep your elbows pointing up towards the ceiling and up and down. So these are some skull pressures. Please do not hit yourself with your weights. Everything else is still. The only thing moving right now is our elbows. Shoulders are still. There might be some shaking in your legs. For sure there is in your hip flexors. All right, bring those elbows down by your sides and the palms face each other. You still got your weights up though. And now we'll just press them up and down, keeping our elbows going towards the rib cage and then extending. If you want to, guys, you can go into bridge. Actually, let's do that. Let's stretch our hip flexors while we do that. Feet down, hips up. Some of these presses up, these tricep presses. Amazing. And now we'll do some chest presses so the elbows come out about the same height as the same line as our shoulders. And we press up and down now. As you move through that, let's have your palms on this one facing towards me. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Everybody's got it. You can always see those weights. They're above our chest at the top of our move. 4 more. Great work. All right, hips down, weights down, draw those knees in. Take an amazing rock side to side. We'll bring our knees to 90 degrees. Open up our wings, palms up. Drop our knees over to one side. Feel a little stretch here, a twist in our spine. Great work. Over to the other side. You can go both knees or one knee at a time to bring it over. Amazing. Knees come into chest. Take one more rock side to side. If there's any other poses that you want to work on today, you can. Otherwise, we have 1 minute left for Shavasana. Lay back. Close your eyes. Let the weight of your body rest. Let your arms have a break. Allow your hands to be heavy. Allow your whole arm to be heavy. Relaxed and free from any tension. start to bring the awareness back to the light of the room. Notice an entire inhale and an entire exhale. Waking up our hands, our feet, our ankles, our wrists. Move your head side to side. Getting our neck ready. Until you want to roll over onto one side. And then making our way up to an easy seated position. Our arms should feel good. So after a few classes, we're going to find out if you want to bring heavier weights. You can bring heavier weights. You can leave them here. Start making that. Okay, let's take a big breath in. Inhale. You are strong. Exhale away any tension. One more. Inhale, I am. Exhale, strong. We'll take a bow towards the earth if that feels nice for you. Thankful for the gifts given by the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars. Namaste. 12:46.
You need a shower.
Yeah, right?
That's awesome.
Bye, Anne. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Denise. Have a nice weekend.
Yes, you do. You look tanned.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell. Just came from a walk, and girl, you brought the heat inside and out.
Rock the heat, yeah. Okay, love it, Anne. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.